record in the United States, and his physical appearance did not perfectly align with the vague descriptions provided by witnesses who claimed to have seen the cemetery intermediary. The money was damning, but the prosecution needed an irrefutable link to the Hopewell estate. The mandate for an irrefutable link brought Arthur Koehler to the forefront of the investigation. Koehler was a wood technologist for the United States Forest Service, an expert in the cellular structure and mechanical processing of timber. Long before Hauptmann's arrest, Koehler had been examining the crude ladder abandoned at the crime scene. He had already determined the exact species of wood used, tracing the specific milling patterns of the pine back to a lumber yard in the Bronx, a yard just blocks from where Hauptmann would eventually be found. Koehler's methodology was an unprecedented feat of forensic reconstruction. He analyzed the tool marks left on the ladder's rungs with microscopic precision. Every hand plane leaves a unique signature, a microscopic barcode of ridges and grooves dictated by the microscopic nicks and imperfections in its sharpened steel blade. Koehler took the specific hand plane recovered from Hauptmann's garage, noted the precise pitch and angle of the blade, and ran it across a test piece of North Carolina pine. The resulting striations were a flawless, exact match to the tool marks found on the kidnapping ladder. He proved that the tool in the suspect's possession was the exact instrument used to shave the wood for the crime. The most devastating piece of evidence, however, was found in the very architecture of the suspect's home. Koehler ascended into the dusty attic of Hauptmann's Bronx apartment. He noticed a missing section of a floorboard, a gap that had been hastily concealed. Koehler laid rail 16, a specific upright segment of the kidnapping ladder, into the empty space. The nail holes aligned perfectly. The grain of the wood flowed seamlessly from the attic floorboard directly into the ladder rail. It was a physical, biological, and mechanical impossibility for this specific piece of wood to have originated from anywhere else on Earth. When the trial commenced in Flemington, New Jersey, the prosecution anchored their entire case on this pioneering forensic science. The state faced a monumental challenge. They had no eyewitnesses to the actual abduction, no confession, and the initial crime scene had been disastrously compromised. The legal strategy relied entirely on weaving a tight, inescapable web of circumstantial evidence. They had to convince a jury of laymen that microscopic wood grains and linguistic anomalies were as reliable as a smoking gun. Arthur Koehler's time on the witness stand was a masterclass in forensic communication. He did not merely lecture the jury, he brought the attic into the courtroom. Using enlarged